I'd ordinarily say, relax, it's time. But you all look even more relaxed than I am. So my job is done. Goodbye. That's a nice touch, the fingertip. Do you remember that satsang when he came to our satsang? Somebody told him about our satsang. And he came, shocked us all. I'm talking about what's his name. You have to guess who that what's his name is. The guy that was just chanting. What is his name?
Krishnadas.
Yeah, Krishna Das. It's hard to do satsang when I feel so ecstatic. I just want to shut up and feel that expansive emptiness that is my all inside and outside. Because when I can find that note of rest of what it's like at that spot, my attention doesn't want to leave it. It's the magnet point of my existence, that emptiness within. Right now, I feel like I'm swimming in bliss and happiness. My body feels electric. My back muscles feel as if they've got a tinkling of electrical energy going through them. I think all of us feel this at some time or other. The bliss of silence, the bliss of turning within and feeling oneself within. Turn that attention around from being outside to being centered in one's own self, and then to drop that center deeper and deeper into the emptiness within. And when we do that, a new world of bliss invites us in. Can I feel bliss within? I feel it without also. Wondering if you're feeling it, whether you're causing it, whether I'm causing it. Whether Chris is causing it, or Jay. Jay's the likely one. It's the new. Jay, you haven't got a cat yet, have you? You can't face it, can you?
I think I'm too old. I, I don't know. You know, what
That's
Gypsy
totally
requited was
right.
beyond words,
Right.
absolute joy. So I hurry here, and you sustain me in absolute bliss.
Love you too, sweetie.
I love you. I love you.
The Shakti is very strong with me this morning. It's sort of burning its way through all invisible layers inside my body. It's one continuous high. My attention is exploding inside myself. Usually, I come to me, oh, a couple times a day, and I just want to shut down and turn within. Because when I turn within, I find a vast emptiness inside of myself that's everywhere. And somehow I'm somewhere at the center of this emptiness. I remember the first several years of learning how to meditate. I focused on finding my core, my central place, but there was no such thing. So instead, I turned within to the darkness inside of myself and looked into it and gazed into the emptiness I find inside of myself. And that emptiness got closer and closer until it enveloped me and the rest of the world around me. We became one, subjective one, no longer two, an observer and observed, but just one. And it's easy to imagine that that one would disappear also, and there would be just pure seeing, with no one seen and no one seeing. As it is, I turn my attention around into myself. I can feel my entire body. I feel the muscles in my back doing a little spasming as they're readjusting itself to a sitting position. And I feel on the edge of a vast emptiness. And this edge is so wonderful. I feel bliss coming to my emptiness, and lighting my emptiness with bliss. Turn around, turn your attention inside, and join with me in emptiness. look within yourself and come and shake hands with me inside of you. Satsang this way becomes a community of one. Only one. Only one. Chris, Ed, Sarah, Jay, Claudine. Just one. And there's Eddie too, staring at the ceiling. When you learn how to plunge into the darkness within, where the depths start, and you can go deeper and deeper into you, traveling inward, getting further and further from the world, and into your own emptiness. And there to feel such bliss, such happiness. And then we find a place where there's some tension, and that tension suddenly relaxes. And temporarily we find a new center inside of ourselves, where we can go deeper and deeper. It's like feeling like we're diving into the shadow emptiness inside of ourselves, descending or ascending, whichever way you look at it. For me, it's like looking inwards by being in front of me and looking into my heart and my guts. And silence gets a new name, which is my silent body being observed, sitting here, bearing witness to you. We are in one satsang now. Each of you touching it in a different way. Each of you touching silence in a different way. Each one of you being a different set of silences. And your own true silence is there. Feel your own emptiness. Look into that emptiness. Can you sink into that emptiness? Sinking into the emptiness reveals the energies going through my body, our bodies. The magic of being within the darkness. I remember when I first started meditating, I was told to look within, and how hard it was for me to look within. Because I felt to myself, how can I look within when I have no eyes within? But the eyesight is within. You know all you know, the eyesight what it's like looking at something without. But now that without is within you, looking back. What is all this? Why do we do it? Well, I used to do it at first to gain knowledge of meditative states in myself. But now I go inside so I can disappear and become one with emptiness. And at the same time feeling the ecstasy throughout my whole body, as my whole body feels this bliss energy. When you feel this bliss energy, there's nothing else you can do. It distracts you, draws attention to itself, and constantly draws you to itself. The bliss within, the bliss that you become. But other times in other meditations, there are other things that happen. Sometimes you get to feel an enormous silence. Sometimes you find yourself with an endless in button, where you locate yourself on that button and you keep going within. It just feels like you're traveling within. At other times, it feels like when you're turning your attention within, you're coming home to yourself. And after a while, you find that home inside yourself, inside the silence, inside the looking, the seeking, inside the emptiness that you experience more and more when you're on the spiritual path. The emptiness that's within goes down, down, down to the deepest root of your existence. And there you can find so much bliss that you can't move or talk without feeling you're ruining it. So you do so in silence and just feel the silence and feel the ecstasy of your own inner vision looking back at yourself. The truth is, there's always just nothing. And we decorate it with human meaning. The emptiness within is so vast and really has so little texture, it's hard to grab onto it. So you have to shut up and wait for it to come to you and creep up the body until it gets in your head and then starts spreading everywhere. Or however it happens to you. Most people encounter it in different ways. With me, it's turning my attention around to the darkness inside and allowing myself to sink into that darkness until the peace comes. And then the sinking occurs all by itself. It's no longer directed by me, but I'm being drawn into it like from outside, but it's an inside that's outside. My mind is still. My mouth is talking, but my mind is still. I feel my body. There's so many energies going on in my body. Especially behind me and in my back and in the darkness within. There's a throbbing of energies and of quietness at the same time. And in that deep silence, there's endless emptiness, a vastness, a dark vastness that beckons us to stay inside, be inside the darkness within ourselves. And into that darkness, there various things come, like daydreams. But some are much deeper than the daydreams. Some are apprehensions of the self, like at the edge of our existence to feel ourselves, our edge of existence. And following that edge inwards to feel the vastness inside of ourselves, to experience the darkness within ourselves. Also the light, various things at various times. But we rest, we learn to rest, we learn how to rest in ourselves. But into that rest, like now, I feel like I'm exploding with energy, an inner energy that's released by penetrating inward into the darkness. That darkness is peace, but it's also light, life. It's like a glacier of emptiness and depth within me. When I fall into it, I become nothing. And in that nothingness, such happiness. And the happiness and nothingness are one. So my world is very simple. I have my body. I have emptiness. I have around me, all around me, is nothingness. And I fall into that nothingness, which is bliss, which is happiness, which is bliss. I know what you mean, Jay, when you say you're too old to get a cat. Who will take care of the cat when you're gone? No one will take care of him like me, like I've taken care of my cat. And that's the way a cat should be taken care of, with utter devotion, with love. And I won't be there to give it to him. So what's the point? I'll just be there with myself. Just fall away into your own self. Somewhere in the darkness, you feel you have your heart, but you can't find it. There's just oneness. Where there was a heart, there is oneness. And my body feels blissed out, slight trembling throughout my whole body as the energies manifest themselves. They won't quiet down. I feel supercharged this morning. I feel like the energy of the universe is exploding in me. And it happened when I looked inside myself. And all of this energy poured out of me, out of my heart and my lungs, and my innards upwards into my brain. I felt the happiness of my body when I identified with my body. And the happiness that one feels in emptiness. Who wants to learn how to speak another language, to explore geometry, to explore weightlifting or running, to explore academics, even to explore emptiness? When you have that liveliness within, that cackling fire of sentience inside of you, which has its own silent roar, which pervades your presence and wafts you away to an inner world of emptiness and peace. And there is the depths of your own emptiness. If you dive into your own sense of emptiness now, where do you look? It's in all different directions. So, for usual, I go downwards into my body, into the darkness there, and inhabit the space there. And as I do that, my back muscles start singing. The bliss goes through them too. And I encourage them. I receive them as me and not me at the same time. Normally me is a vast emptiness of darkness, which I just rest in and sink in until I can't sink anymore. And I find it's exactly the same as where I started. I haven't gone anywhere. The inner depths, I've no space really. The container that is I has all of this emptiness within me, a vast emptiness, which is as vast as the external world, but is my own emptiness. When I open my eyes, I encounter a new emptiness, but it's filled with objects and windows and televisions and furniture, and my body below me, below my eyes. Look around into your own emptiness. Probe the emptiness with your mind. Probe it with your feelings. And the darkness within, if you can, you learn how to probe that by going deeper and deeper and deeper into the emptiness until you come out on the other side, which is back inside of yourself. Stay with yourself. Look into yourself, however you do it, your way. How do you look into yourself? You close your eyes. I used to do it by finding the third eye, staying there, and descending into the darkness. And dropping backwards towards my heart. Then downwards into my gut as I became more grounded. In this space, I'm balanced. On one side, I see the lighted world of consciousness. But behind that is a sucking wasteland of darkness that pulls me within to locate myself in that emptiness. And this is how we practice meditation. It's not by staring at an object. It's not by repeating Om, Om. It's by examining ourselves constantly. Close your eyes and look within. And what do you experience? When I feel within, I feel my lower body, my skin, at my waist. I feel the chill of the air around me on my chest. My back feels the couch behind me. And all of these feelings and sensations mixed together and yet are separate make perfect sense. But if you decentralize from them and just fall into them, they're all continuously there. And nothing can be said about them. What can you say about emptiness? It's empty. D. What are you looking for? What are you looking for in such an unrelaxed way? Your eyes are wandering. Your lips too. You're looking for something. What are you looking for when you've got you? Feel yourself. Look within. Don't look without anymore.
I
Look.
don't have that ability.
You what?
I don't have that quality.
You don't feel that quality of inwardness?
I not feeling I don't have that quality to reflect. My mind doesn't have that ability. I'm trying to find it, but I cannot. I messed up myself badly lately with the meditation, and now I'm trying to collect myself back. Cannot. It's all mess.
How are you sitting now?
I'm sitting on a chair. My butt is on the chair. Legs are crossed. Right leg on the left leg. My hands are one right hand is on the table, left hand is on the chair. And some gadget in front of me looks like it's a laptop. So
You have great power within you. Are you aware of it?
it's not my power. I think it's yours. It's yours power. I took it one time when it was my first attendance to Satsang, like 3 or 4 years ago. I took something from you. Now I carry it. And I want to give it back, maybe. I don't know what to do with it. I used to practice meditation. I used to practice spirituality. Cannot do that anymore. I cannot sit cross-legged. My body hurts. My head is all over the place. I'm scared. I'm blind. I know my eyes are open, but I'm blind. I cannot see nothing yet. It's hard to move around my house now because I don't feel like my body belongs to me anymore. Even my voice is not my voice anymore. I don't recognize it anymore. It's like after Vipassana, like it's very hard to orient in space. So yeah, all my
After
mind,
Vipassana,
Kinda by myself. I locked myself for a month once in a room, and all what I was doing it was just sitting on the floor, trying to see something. It's a long story to look inwards.
Can you turn around now and look at the looker?
I don't know how to do that.
Neither do I.
I think it's impossible.
So,
Mm.
with your eyes just half open, sit still, cup your arm, cup your hands in front of you.
Like this?
The Buddha posture.
Hmm.
Sitting there, allowing yourself to feel the silence. Try to look within.
So how do you feel the silence? You like with your hearing, or like feeling of what? Like feeling silence. I don't understand what it is. All my mind is about Shiva right now. I don't know. It's like, I hear the sound, it's all Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. You know Shiva? Yeah. So I cannot concentrate anymore. When I try that voice in my head, like Shiva, everything is Shiva now. But it's very hard to exist with this.
How is it hard to exist? Tell me about it.
It's scary, edgy, very scary. I'm like, I don't trust my eyes.
Okay?
Yeah, I
Just keep
remember.
talking. Just keep talking. Let me know who you are.
It's just so empty. There are images. I don't know. I think I've like kind of been manipulated by all that spirituality or something. I was looking. I've been looking for a God since I became conscious of myself, like young age, 5 or 6, when you're like becoming conscious of yourself, right? You're getting like something in your like perceptions. You're getting a mind, and since that time, all those books around me were like Bible for kids, and all that stuff. But then life happened. But then life happened, and I can't be here anymore. I cannot sleep. I don't know what I'm doing when I'm sleeping anymore. The body just goes to bed and suffering there badly,
So
trying
you
to
can't
find.
get to sleep.
Yeah,
You're
kind
still
of.
awake.
It's just I don't know. Yeah, it's total mess. I cannot get comfortable in the bed. My neck moves all the time, cracks everywhere, crack body cracking, and that sounds of cracks pisses me off. Sorry for my English. Sorry for my French. So sometime I can get a sense of silence, but now I'm trying to understand if it's a silence or it's a noise in the head. That life is a mess. You wake up, morning starts, you're ready to embrace the day, but all I do, I just sit on a chair. Either it's in the kitchen, either here somewhere, I don't know, in the office. I have some bad habits. I smoke cigarettes. I want to drop it. I cannot. I drink. Now I became an alcoholic. I drink since morning on an empty stomach. Mm. and all too much tension. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hoping that maybe Satsang can do something, but maybe not.
So you feel lost.
Probably. I put too much faith in Robert Adams' teachings. I've been practicing that self-inquiry, although it's not relevant anymore. I see, like, when I attend the satsang, I hear you're like talking about your experience more than Robert's teachings. I was listening to one of your satsang, and that you've been talking like when you dropped into yourself. You remember? What was that? Because I think I have similar experience. I've been asking myself the question, like when I was following the thoughts, I was like looking at thoughts, and at one moment I remember like my eyes were closed when I was doing that, and on the question, did this thought came? To whom did the thought, not yeah, the thought, let's call it the thought came. Something happened. The eyes were closed, but I felt like a falling. I felt somewhere. The feeling was good. It lasted maybe for 20 seconds. I don't know what was there. It was like just a feeling of, it was darkness, but I felt in complete security there. Everything disappeared. There was only darkness, but it was like comfortable, comfy for me. Like feeling of total security. But it lasted for only 20 seconds, and then the process began to reverse. I began to raise up again, and the world was like appearing again, those buildings, I don't know, those images. And I just said no, but I couldn't do nothing. So it happened like 4 maybe years ago, a long time ago. What was that? I don't know. I'm still reading like Ramana Maharshi. He's saying it's like you're falling into the silence, kinda. Like I'm scared of talking about this a little bit because it's like
Oh, continue.
it's very unusual. Like, what is it? Where are you dropping? Not into the body. The, I don't even know what dropped. Now I'm confused. Like, I've been asking that question. It sounds crazy, so much crazy, but it is what it is. I don't know why I started doing that. I've been reading those Robert Adams practice. So you're asking for if you see a thought, you're asking for whom did the thought arise? For me, I've been doing that for a long time. And when I said for me, like maybe on 50 attempt or maybe 60s, I said for me, everything that just switched off. Like everything just switched off. Now I'm trying to understand what switched off. It was like switched off. I don't know. Somebody turned the switcher off of something. I was dropping somewhere, maybe into myself. I don't even know. It was dark. I felt a big relief of something, like freedom came, but I couldn't hold that state. Something raised me up again into this external, I don't even know how to call it now. The world, you can call it. So I'm done now.
Keep going.
No, I cannot tell. I cannot speak anymore. My energy resources resources. I'm located in the US now, and I'm a Russian-speaking guy, and I cannot think when I'm in US. Yeah, that's why I'm bothering. That's what bothers me so much. I cannot think here. I used to speak English pretty well. Like when I'm abroad or when I'm overseas, somewhere in Asia, anywhere, like I talk to people freely in English. So funny, when I'm in US, I cannot talk. When I speak with native speakers, I know you're an American. My tongue just doesn't want to turn in the right way for some reason. How you call when the resource is low, there is no resource. There is such exhausted, exhausted.
When you close your eyes
Oh.
and try to look within,
I just feel like my eyeballs are trembling. That's all. And my face, I don't know, those jaw, it's like emptiness. I'm tired of breathing. I don't know. Because when you meditate, I've been doing meditation, focusing on the breathing. Also, there was like an experience. I've been focusing on the breathing for a long time. I couldn't sit anymore, but my eyes, they were like doing something. But at one moment, they just like dropped down also. Eyes, they just like, it was a nice feeling.
it's a great feeling.
But how to, I don't know, like, are you looking in anymore after that? Or what was going on? Like, where are the eyes? Like the eyeballs went down, turned inside down. What happened? So
What happens to your vision when your eyes look down?
I just see red color. I'm wearing like red, but it's not what I mean. When I close, it's just red color for some reason. Red color everywhere. Everything is red. And it doesn't change. It stays like that. I'm worried maybe something like some kind of spell or a curse I catched somewhere. I visited many places around the globe, and I've been in like different temples. Tired of talking about this. I've been in those Buddhist temples, Hindu temples everywhere. Like maybe I caught something there, like a spirit or something. I went to those. Are you interested? I feel like maybe you're not interested.
No, I'm very interested.
So yeah, I've been in those in India, that place where they burn people, you know. And after that, I went to Nepal. It's like a neighbor country of India, and one guy there, they're all monks there. You go to Nepal, to Kathmandu capital, you see thousands of people, and they're all monks. Can you imagine? They go with those prayer beads, wearing those clothes. They're all monks, but they drink, smoke. And I was like, what's going on? You're a monk. You should sit in a temple and pray. No, they're like hanging around, catching tourists, asking for money. So, anyways, one of them told me that it's dangerous to go to places like that because you can catch a spirit or something like of a dead body on you, and he will like control you. You know?
Keep going.
Nah, I'm done. I'll come to Arizona soon. I'm not far from you. I don't know. Something in my life is going on in such way. How I found that teaching of Robert Adams, I don't know. It was just from internet. But then I found you, a live person who knew Robert Adams and who knew Ramana Maharshi, that Indian guy. And now, so also funny. I'm in US Any shop I go, any gas station to pump gas or to buy something in the shop, Indian people there. In my state, I live in Wisconsin.
You live where?
Wisconsin. Wisconsin. I'm like south of Milwaukee, Racine on the Michigan Lake. Mm,
You have to go to some place warm.
I just came from there. I just came from Indonesia, from Bali.
Oh, good. Go back.
You know, it's everybody thinks you go to Asia, you like will be happy there, healthy, all that stuff. Try to stay there 6 months. That humidity, that heat will kill you one day. It becomes unbearable to stay there for a long time for the body. That heat all day long, you sit like in sauna, nothing to breathe. You see this life, like this world. Beautiful. Blue water, white sand, beach, enjoy. Yeah, 1 month, I will look at you. After 1 month. Becomes very hard for the body. But maybe. I have an issue now. I don't have money at all. I'm broke. I'm poor. I don't have money. And I don't know where to get them. I have all kinds of stuff around me. I have vehicle, I have laptop, but they're of no use here in US. Nobody needs them. Nobody wants them. I go to casino now. Sometimes I win pretty much. But then I go back home. I keep the money for one day. Next day I go back to casino and I spend them all. They have casino like in Milwaukee. Indian people own them. Indians. They do some magic there as well. You know, they're Indians, they're shamans all. They talk to spirit here. You live in Arizona, you also know, I think about it. This is Indian land, land of Indian people, spirit of Indians. Not India, Om Namah Shivaya, Indian who
And you look within.
I cannot look there. There is only meat.
Can you look at me?
I look
At me.
I operate by the feeling edgy.
What?
I operate only by the feeling right now. I'm trying to concentrate on my feeling of person opposite of me. Kinda, I don't know what is going on. I'm trying to think of myself like I'm a human. Humans have intellect. Well, I think I meditate too much. Now my intellect is not human. It's like, I don't even know. My senses are dead. Look at me. What is it me? Ego? Like Robert said, you have to kill the I, kill the ego. You remember that Satsang? The only one Satsang in the net right now when he talks, he was saying, I'm here to remind you, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a philosopher. I'm here to kill your ego. What do you think of that? You never need it anyway. So get rid of it, something like that. Yeah, so that ego thing, you have to kill the mind, he was talking. And I correlate that experience where you have that experience when you drop somewhere. It was not long time ago. You said you shared that experience. Oh my God, some different people come in. I have to stop.
Okay.
I'll come back.
Okay. You're welcome.
You hold on there.
All right.
Mm. Om Namo, Om Namo.
Я бабушек привезла. Окей. Все, пока. Завтра поедем. Окей? В этот быстро.
That's my mother. You see? So what we were talking about?
You.
Um,
Do you know who you are?
I prefer not to know. I prefer not to know.
Have you tried?
It comes and goes, that knowledge. Sometime it comes, shows you who you are. Sometime it hides somewhere.
In the vastness that is you. When you look into that vastness that is you, what do you find? More vastness. It's unending. There's no center, no edge. It's just unending vastness. And that's your inner life. But what about when you have to re-enter life and become a thing again?
That sucks.
So many people have left. I don't understand. People are dropping away. But we still have 15 people here. I see 6 people. 7 now. And we have 15. Where is everybody?
They dropped out of nirvana. They were hypnotized by your voice. They were calm and peaceful. Now I'm talking and they're like, where's Nirvana? Nirvana gone. They're also gone.
What is your name?
Mine? Dimitri, sorry.
Matri.
Dimitri. Like
Like
Robert Sharp.
Robert's dog. Dimitri was so cute.
You saw him?
All the time. Took him for walks. Stayed with him when Robert left town.
Such a coincidence. Such a coincidence.
But the thing is, knowledge is so vast that it's so easy to get lost in it. To get lost in the search for knowledge. To get lost in search for oneself. It's so much better just to not do any of that shit. And instead, just be yourself. And how do you do that? How do you be yourself? Well, you can't do otherwise than being yourself. Can you be Chris? For me, he's sitting above you, right above you. be Jay down in the corner? Can you be Michael? In a sense, you can be. If you're just attentive and receptive, you get to know the person and feel the person. And then when you can do that enough, you do it to yourself. You can do it to yourself. I think you've done very strong practice for a long time, and it's broken something in you, it's paralyzed something in you. It's not the ability to look, you have that, but the courage to look seems to have left you. It's been taken from you. Try this for a day. Just feel your feet. All day long, just feel your feet. Reground yourself in your body. Get to know your body. Your eyes are darting everywhere. You're looking everywhere for where you are. You're right in the center.
Yeah, the body is here, like, yeah, the body is centered, but eyes are like, but I don't know, I see my picture. Yeah, it's like jiggling. So, how I got into this state? I
How
don't.
did the split occur?
Yeah, what happened?
Look, I hope you come back.
Hmm.
You bring a sense of power to our satsang. I feel in you a lot of meditation energy. Maybe you've practiced it or you're good at it, but bring it back. We can use it.
All right, I'll try. But I will tell, I don't know what I'm doing during meditation. I don't know what it is. I used to know, now I don't know. I just
Don't know mind. That's what you've been shooting for, and you got it. Now what are you going to do with it?
exactly, exactly. It's like, when a dog chases a toy and catches it, it doesn't know what to do with it. Same with me. I'm like,
But you have to drop it.
yeah, maybe it's just time to die.
Well, you die to that drive to continue to look within. Just relax. Own yourself. Return to your body as yourself. There's nothing to find, nowhere to go. You're already here. It's just that you've been driving yourself mad, looking for spiritual ways to get deeper. When you're already deep, you just have to realize it. So how do you realize it? Just by being still. And then try looking within and see that darkness within.
I don't get it. As I said, you have to be born with that quality, with that ability. Like I need to translate. Behold, contemplate, meditate. Behold, like dispassionate, when you're dispassionately behold. In Russian there is a word, but in English I don't know. It's like when you're looking without looking, something like you just like, beholding. And not
That's a good
everybody
word.
can do that. You have to have that quality from birth. It's like a gift. Not everybody can do. You have to try to develop it, but no, like you have it. I think it's just like born natural gift. You can do that. Not everybody can do.
Michael? Michael?
Yeah.
Are you there, Michael? Michael's not answering. Chris? Do you have anything to say? To this person in red whose name I've forgotten?
Dimitri. Well, you remind me of something happened to me. I was talking to a friend of mine, kind of like what you're doing, and he said, okay, don't do anything. Don't try to meditate. Don't try to relax. Don't try to be spiritual. Don't write. Don't read. Just relax. Don't even try. He said I was trying too hard. And he told me, don't, just relax. And it reminds me of what I'm doing now in my own life is I'm noticing where I'm putting my energy. When I say energy, I don't mean like, spiritual, whatever. I just mean where I'm applying my effort. And that exhausts me, I'm realizing. Where I put my effort is exhausting to me now. And I'm noticing I'm not trying to do anything about it, but just by noticing it, it relaxes it. So that's my feeling because it sounds like we're similar in a sense that where I'm just noticing what I'm, like I said, where I'm putting my work, where I'm putting my attention, where I'm putting my effort and energy, and realizing that the fact that I'm putting so much energy into it is, oh, what's the word? It's showing me that I'm trying to force something when by putting it, to me, when I exert my will, even in spirituality, in relationships, in spirituality, in anything I'm feeling and thinking and doing, whenever I exert my energy, I'm doing it against, say, the reality of what is. And when I notice where I'm applying my energy, it's like banging my head against the wall. I keep banging my head with a certain goal, with a certain desire. And now I'm noticing where I'm banging my head. And like I said, I don't put more effort into stop banging my head, but just the noticing of where I'm putting my energy starts to relax it. And I just do that over and over and over and over. And it's a modification of what you said, Ed. you said relax. So I modified it in my own way to relax and then observe what I'm more free to observe what I'm doing and feeling, but then relax again and don't do anything about it. It's just relax, observe, relax. And I think the observing of it is the key. And just because if you can observe like you sounds like you're doing, that's tremendous because you're not a slave, you're observing. And that's just wonderful because if you can observe, you can let it go. If you can't observe, then you're a slave to your mind. But you don't have that, it sounds like. You see it, you feel it. And like I said, for me too, the same thing. I just relax, observe, relax, and just do it over and over and over, but not as an effort. Put your feet up, relax. Feel sunshine on your face. I'm not trying to be facetious or I'm serious. That's what I do. I do a lot of time laying with my cats in the sun, petting my cat, letting him roll around on me. And it's just, but I don't, things are happening, but I'm just watching them happen more and more. And that's like I said, that's the thing that I do. I think is like the key to all this is relax, observe, relax, and stop trying.
And
There's
then
no
relax some
goal.
more.
Pardon me?
And then relax some more.
And then relax some more because not trying is trying. It's a super simple but hard thing to do. Like Ed, you know me. I was a doer, a trier, a effort. If the things didn't work out, I tried harder, even on spirituality. And something that's just clicked lately is just to like you said, relax, observe, and relax some more. And it's amazing to to stop trying and watch where I'm trying, but not stop trying to do that either. So I think you get the idea. That's what really relax means to me is just stop trying. And like I said, you can't stop yourself from trying, but you can observe it. And that's I think that's where the payoff is when I stop trying. Just just stop. That's it. That's all I got. And pet your cat. See, you've got 99% of it already. You've got what you're observing and you've got a cat. The rest is downhill from here.
Where is the money?
Where's the money? I don't know that, but you've got a great little kitty cat there. You've got a buddy. So you got your kitty cat buddy to go with you.
That's a big ass Jimbo. Also,
Yeah,
doesn't like it.
it's a talker.
Yeah, he's a cranky guy, one
Yeah.
cranky guy.
Jay, do you have anything to tell him? To tell the speaker?
I'm sorry, did you ask me, Edgy?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No, I just thought this whole Dimitri, there's a tremendous, exquisite power working through you, which blew me away. Absolutely. I don't, I haven't, I don't think I've ever had a moment like of a Satori. Um, I I know the terrain only in the years that I've been meditating. Um, I find coming here allows me to have a template to live in the mundane world. And if it weren't for Edgy, I don't know that I could do it. Um, I'm trying to turn in to go deeper. Um, but today was extraordinarily powerful. I think we're lived, we're projected, we're appearances in consciousness, whatever that means. The life force manipulates us for some point, a dissolution point, which I'm still looking for. But then there's no me and there's no looking, there's no path. There's just a simple bliss attainment. We're pure awareness, and pure awareness has no self-awareness, which is exquisite in its simplicity. These are still words for me, but there's something extraordinarily powerful happening here. And today was like a mega dose. And I'm still reeling from it because I'm just crushed. So Dimitri, thank you. Chris, thank you. Edgy, always. I love you. What an extraordinary satsang.
I agree with you, Jay. It's been a home run.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
Well, go back to chop wood and carry water, I suppose.
Chop water and carry wood.
Chop wood and carry wood.
Dimitri was Robert's dog.
There's something I like to chime in on. I would think for that ability that you had at a young age is really important, that reach, because not a lot of people have that. Not a lot of kids. So that's something you have innate that can develop even further. So you already got that part. I was thinking about the Shiva and all that other energy that's going through you physically, through the eyes, through always having that issue with all that energy. A tip about that can help that out, I would, in my opinion, is the movement arts. A lot of the stuff like the Tai Chi and the Chinese martial arts, and even regular martial arts, if you're young and strong people, it has an ability to ground that energy and sort of you have your meditative sitting postures and exercises. If you reach toward movement in moving that internal energy you have, you can actually temper it and control it and merge it into your stillness. I know a lot of places don't teach that, but if you have it innately, you could sign up for certain movement arts that help channel that central and side energies that go in and bring up that Shiva energy that's always overwhelming you, and you can control that. And a lot of people, there's been a lot of masters in the past that went through that path and combined it with sitting meditation to help all that extra energy. So if you're a big physical guy, judo, jujitsu, and things of that nature, it actually helps and combines with these practices. So that's I don't know if you're into that. I don't know if you're into like sports or movement arts, but that's something that you could look into because if you combine the physical with the internal, it really helps with control of the life force. And Ed used to talk a lot about, and he still does, about the energies. He innately seems to have the energies. I know Ed, the Zen folks and all these other disciplines don't teach energy movement, but it seems like you have that innately. You've helped me a lot to focus on my when I have a lot of the energy to concentrate it down into the stomach, and you gave other techniques to deal with those energies. So I would assume that energy practices would go a long way to help out. That's my nickels and dimes worth.
Well, I didn't mean this to be a help Dimitri session. I think Dimitri's doing all right on his own. He's a deep meditator that somehow got lost. So find your way back. Find your way back.
I'll try. I'll try.
I tell you, I've loved this session because we need to meet a new person and we're exploring other dimensions than just the usual crap. So,
What's the weather in Arizona now, Edward? Can I ask you what's the weather? Sorry for interrupting your
what's
flow.
that?
Sorry for interrupting your flow. The weather in Arizona, how it is, how it feels.
Uh,
How is
it's hot, it's bright, and it's unending. It's sun, sun, sun everywhere. It's hotter than fuck. And
It's
there's
warm,
not
right?
much happening because everybody's trapped inside their houses or their temples or their buildings. They don't want to go outside, it's too hot. And
Oh,
then in the winter, people still aren't going outside because they remember how hot it was. But they're getting to the point where the heat's going to return. So it's a self-defeating kind of activity.
right.
It's really shitty here.
We have snow and it's cold.
I know that one even better than I know this one.
Yeah, it's freezing here. I stick my nose, it's out the door and closing it back right away.
Come back. Come back. I request it.
I will, alrighty.
Is there
Mhm.
anybody else that has anything to say before we quit? To me or to Dimitri or to Jay or to Jay's cat?
It's all an illusion, I think.
Okay, everybody. I love you all,
Mm.
and I look forward to seeing everybody again. This has been a good session. For me, uh, I was thinking about talking about going within and finding that vast space within, how not to get lost in it, and to continue drilling downwards into it, penetrating it. Learn how to penetrate the vastness of the emptiness and grab onto the whole thing at all at once so there's stillness. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you next week, those of you who come. And if you have any questions, bring them next week. Normally I'd ask for questions and nobody would say anything. Made me feel like I was an asshole asking for something that nobody was going to give me. No, take care. I love you all. Bye.
Thank you. Take care as well.